Hello everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar Maiti and welcome to my channel Velvet Pages. So this is gonna be a very different video where I'm gonna tell you all the books which a fictional character reads in the show Sex Education, and that is Maeve Wiley. Maeve Wiley, I think one of the good characters I've seen in good, I think well written female characters I've seen in any kind of television show. So yeah, I would love to tell you all the books she reads in the show. And she says in the show that she loves complex female characters. So let's go through all the books which Maeve Wiley reads in the show Sex Education. So let's jump into the video. So first of all is Othello by William Shakespeare. So yeah, that is one of the book which she reads in the show Sex Education. And the characters which she I think connects with is Desdemona from Othello, because Desdemona is one of the, I would say, strongest character of Shakespeare, but she is trapped in patriarchy. Even Shakespeare says men are trust in the 17th century, before it was not cool saying. But yeah, Othello is a text which she reads in the show, and it is one of the best William Shakespeare plays. I have ranked it in number 5 of mine, but yeah, it could be my number 1 also because it's so good. And also the show is like a, I would say, complex, and also you can find so many meanings in right. I think I was reading a article about how Iago had homoerotic feelings about in the reading of Othello by William Shakespeare. And literally, I think Maeve's taste is flawless, because Desdemona is one of the best well-written character of any time, and she is, she's a very strong character. She defies her father, marries Othello, who is moved to Venice, and also she, I would say, she's trapped in a patriarchal society, but she literally gives her best in the show to maintain her status quo and also to show her agency. So literally, Maeve's taste is really good. So yeah, Othello is one of the best texts I think she has read in the show. So the second book she reads in the show is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. So this one you have to read because it's one of the best books ever written by any woman character, any woman novelist, and also I would say novelist, not women novelist. I think she writes such a great novel, Sylvia Plath, because it's a story about Esther Greenwood, who went into New York uh, to make her career, and she struggles a lot. And it shows how, and also it is a very autobiographical in nature, and we read it in an autobiographical manner. So yeah, this is a very beautiful book which Maeve reads in the show. And the thing is, she talks about complex female characters, and I think picking up The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath is, you need to read it because it's one of the best novels of all time. So yeah, second choice of Maeve is also Slaps. She is really good with her choices. So let's move on to the third novel. The third one is Sheila's Manor by George Eliot. Wow, reading George Eliot, you can say that she is a bookworm. She reads George Eliot. That means I need to, I need to do, I think I need to touch her feet, because that's a very difficult read. Because I've read Middlemarch and it is too difficult. I've read it and it was, I was completely exhausted by the end of it. But Silas Manor is a story about a weaver and how he adopts a little girl and find purpose. It's a story about isolation, redemption. I've not read the novel. I've read the summary, like little bit of summary for my examination and all. But yeah, that's a book who I think only bookworm can read. And Maeve shows that she's a bookworm, and George Eliot writing is very dense. You need to have, a patience. You need to be that kind of reader to read George Eliot, and it's a Victorian novel. But yeah, it is a novel. It shows a very it's a very realistic novel. It follows the tradition of realism. So yeah, Maeve's choice of reading Silas Manor shows she's literally a bookworm and a feminist. So yeah, it's a beautiful work to read, but I would not recommend a new beginner to read the novel, because it's literally very dense and also at the same time confusing. So let's move forward to the fourth novel which Maeve reads in the show. So the fourth one is Middlemarch by George Eliot. Like she reads George Eliot, and even in the show she reads George Eliot Middlemarch in 2 seasons. Like she started in first season halfway through the book, and she did not even finish that book in second season. So it was the same case with me, because I took, I think, month and above to read Middlemarch, because it is so dense, and it is uh, so much to read onto, because it's a very beautifully crafted novel, I feel. Because I think why Maeve reads the novel, because of the um, protagonist Dorothea Brooke, because she's a very complex female character, and Maeve says in the shows that she loves complex female characters. So yeah, Middlemarch. If you are reading Middlemarch, you need to be, either you're gonna read it, or you're gonna left it in between. I think I finished it because I had to, because I had I had it in my syllabus. So yeah, you should read Middlemarch because it's a good novel. I would say you should, because you cannot understand George Eliot if you have not read Middlemarch. So you should read Middlemarch. It's a good novel. So let's move on to the fifth novel, which Maeve reads in the show Sex Education. The fifth one is Lady Susan by Jane Austen. It's not the viewer of Jane Austen writing we know. And reading Jane Austen, every feminist or every person who have not read Jane Austen, I would say, guys, you are sitting on a very beautiful work of literature. You should read it. But I've not read Lady Susan, because I was not interested in, like, why should I read it, because it's not talked about. But if in the show Maeve explains the novel as one of the underrated novel of Jane Austen, and I need to read the novel, because it's what she says. I really interested. It seems really interesting. So yeah, I need to read Lady Susan. Now the sixth novel is Emma by Jane Austen. I think most of the people have read it, but I have not. I honestly have not read Emma by Jane Austen. I've seen the Bollywood adaptation Aisha. Yeah, it's kind of a novel. It's a good novel, but yeah, you should read Aisha. Sorry, you should read Emma. Even Jane Austen said that it is her favorite work, and she said that the heroine will only liked by her, not other people. So yeah, you should read Emma by Jane Austen, because Maeve reads it. That means it's a good novel. You have to read it. So the seventh one which reads is Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri. So in the show, Maeve character is not only white feminism she shows. She's a very inclusive character. She takes all kind of influences. So reading Jhumpa Lahiri and shows that because Jhumpa Lahiri is Indian American, so she shows how inclusivity, how she talks about all the feminism, all kind of feminism, black feminism, brown feminism, all the things. So yeah, you should read Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri, because Maeve reads it. I have not read it. It's a collection of short stories. So yeah, I have to read it, because I am thinking of reading all the novels and books which Maeve reads in the show Sex Education. So eighth one is one of my personal favorite, is We All Should Be Feminists by Chivanda. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it. Adichie, Chivamanda Nagichi Adichie. I think I am correct, but I'm sorry if I have pronounced it wrong. So yeah, We All Should Be Feminists is one of the, I would say, most brilliant text of any time, because it shows the contemporary feminism. It shows what feminism means today. And I have seen the abridged version of she, when Adichie gave a TED talk on the essay, and she gave a 40 minutes lecture talk on that essay. I think she was brilliant. I think I loved the way she said that how feminism has become a word which people will say, like, it's kind of a curse word, gali. You are a feminist? And I had no idea that feminism is what is feminism, because I used to say I believe in equality, I don't believe in feminism, and they are both are the same thing. Feminism and equality are the same thing, and I got to know by reading by watching that Adichie's TED talk. So yeah, it is one of the good experience for me, because it was very personal to me, because I used to say, somebody asked me, are you a feminist? I would say, no, I'm not a feminist, but I believe in equality. they are the both the damn same thing. You should not say that, because feminism is means equality. It means giving women right to equality. So yeah, you should read Adichie's We All Should Be Feminists, because I thought I should read another time, because it's such a good work, and cannot get wrong with Maeve's choices, because she picks one of the best feminist works of all time. So yeah, you should read We All Should Be Feminist. Number ninth is the classic feminist work of literature, is A Vindication of Rights of Women by Mary Wollstonecraft. So that's a novel, that's a work I think we all know about. We have not read it, but we all know about it, because I remember in my graduation, in the first semester, I got it in my syllabus, and I was like, what the hell is this? I did not understand at that time, but right now I think after reading Feminism, I have seen that yeah, it's the first work of literature where a woman demands a right, right to equality, that women should get the equal rights as men. And in that novel is not a vindicative. I would not say it's a very. She says that women should read and write because they can help the male and all. But yeah, it was the first work of literature where a woman vindicated for the rights of women. So yeah, Maeve reading the novel, reading the work is obviously shows Maeve such a good reader, and also such a feminist. The daughter of Mary Wollstonecraft, Mary Shelley, wrote Frankenstein. So yeah, that's a family of brilliant people in that age, and also Mary Shelley was married to Percy Bysshe Shelley. So yeah, this is a great family, and the dinner table would have been like so good to discuss. And Mary Shelley's father was William Godwin. So you can say that that's a family of brilliant people. So last novel is A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. I think everyone has an idea about what is the novel. Sorry, what is the work is about. It's a feminist work of literature, and in that novel, in that work, what Virginia Woolf says that a woman should have room of her own to write fiction, and she imagines a Shakespeare's sister, and what if she was a writer? Would she had been an author, or she would have been ended up raped and pregnant by people. So yeah, that's a very classic feminist work of literature, and Virginia Woolf, Maeve says that she is the Beyonce of her time. So yeah, obviously she needs to read Virginia Woolf. So these are the 10 books which Maeve Wiley reads in the So Sex Education. You should read all the work, and I am trying to read all the work also. And if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and comment down your thoughts about the books which I have said Maeve read in the show. So please share the video, and if you like the video, please like the video. Till then, bye bye.